Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
Alright folks, how's it going? I know it's been a while, but I promised a few of you that I'd be putting up some newer video, and we're gonna try and roll this dent out of the back quarter fender of the truck bed that I just got and see how it goes. This part right here isn't going to be any problem. These right here, I may wind up having to body fill those. I don't know, it depends on what my porta power will do. What I'm going to do is roll it up on its side, prop it up, and take the little, on these, the 99 beds, I'm not sure what years they did it, but there's a little plastic pan that keeps the mud from getting up in there to keep it from rusting. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and take that pan off and get my porta power in there and get started on it. I know it's kind of late in the day, so I may wind up having to finish this with a light, but I did tell you guys that I did tell you guys that I was going to put a new video up, so I'm going to go ahead and get at it and show y'all the progress. Okay, now here's the plastic panel that I was talking about that they, Here's a plastic panel that I was talking about that they put on these things to keep a lot of the mud out of the inside of the fender. Now I got a small, what looks like 1/4 inch bolt there, and this backside I'm not 100% sure. Oh, looks like there's another one there, and another one right there. So 3, maybe 4 on the long side and 1 on the end, and then we'll be able to get the porta power up in there and straighten that all out. I had thought about going through here, but as you see, it's a solid wall in there, so there's not a whole lot that I can do from up top to straighten it out. I may be able to straighten out that corner a little bit going through right there, but I'm probably still going to wind up having to body fill it. This isn't going to be a paintless dent removal, not by a long shot, because as you can see, those dents are pretty deep, and this is being made more fun by the fact that it's like 20 degrees out today. But I got gloves on, so I'm gonna get at it. I'll stay at it until it's too cold for me to continue, and then I'll pack it in for the evening. But here we go. Okay, panel's off, and as you can see, got free and clear access all the way up in there. It's gonna be kind of tight, but I think I can still get up in there with the porta power. So I'm getting ready to give her a shot. Yeah, this is only made possible by my Harbor Freight LED light. It's got like 20 LEDs in it or so, and a magnetic base on it. That's a really handy deal. Probably the best 10 bucks I've spent in a while. Those of you that have been with me a while recognize this. There she is, in all her gleaming glory. Gonna be using this little jewel right here, little lobster claw, to get up in there and try and pop that out a little bit. So here goes. Alright, here we go. All rigged up, connected. Got the fittings on good and tight. Okay. You're probably not going to actually be able to see it, but I'm going to work this thing out real slow. Now, it is pushing it out, but what you got to be careful of is not to get, it's right in here right now. You got to be careful not to get a little, let the corner of that lobster claw poke out. So usually I'll just open it up like from there to like there and back off of it. Reposition the thing and open it up a little bit more. Plus it also allows you to go further up in. So you can just roll it out slowly that way. And it usually comes out pretty good. Okay. Here goes. Oh shoot. Here goes attempt number 2. Alright, now you can see it raising just a little bit right here. Alright, now see, that's what I was trying to avoid. Getting a little peak right there from the corner edge of the lobster claw. So what I need to do is back it back out and move it over this way to get right here in the heart of the valley and try it again. Okay, so we repositioned, slid it over about 1.5 inches. And you can just ever so slightly see it rising as I push down on the handle. And we got another peak. Now, part of the reason that's doing that, let me move the light up here a little closer so you can see it. That little peak right there. Oh, right there. Little peak right there. That's what we're trying to avoid. You get to see it. It actually cracked the paint. It doesn't really matter right now because of the fact that this thing's going to get repainted anyway. So I'll have to scuff most of this paint off of this thing to begin with. But I want to roll this out slowly. And if you go denting the metal up like that, those little peaks in it like that right there, those don't generally come out too well. You got to go back over and smack them with a body hammer with a little dolly on the back side to get them drop back down where they need to be. But as you can see, let me reposition the light a little here. That little slump that was in here is pretty much gone. So basically all it is now is this little divot right here, and the one back here on the back corner. Now when I release the pressure off of this porta power, it's going to slump back down right in here, which is fine because then I can knock the tip off of that little peak. I won't put y'all through listening to me bang on the thing. Actually, I'll probably do that later. But there's also a body line right here. See it? So it definitely needs to be tapped back down. What I'm gonna try to do is see if I can get up into this area right here and roll that out some without having to use other means later on, like a long metal bar. Probably not going to be able to. I'm probably going to wind up having to put something on there to pull those out, or I don't know. I'll think of something. I was thinking maybe one of those little jewels where it welds the screw or welds the post to the hole and work it out, but that's right there on the corner, so it's going to be kind of rough whichever way I go with it. So, and I'm not just going to fill it full of body filler. I want it to be right. I'll get back at it and I'll post up some more here. It's kind of hard because I haven't been out here but 20 minutes and my fingers are frozen. So I may have to continue this later on, but I will show you in the daylight also later in another video probably what I was able to manage to get done with it. That way you can see it in the bright light and see every bit of it. But just to let you know, I'm back at it. Here's another look at it to give me an idea how much that I've actually gotten rolled out of it. I haven't moved it or changed it any. It's still, because as you can see, it's still got that little peak right there where the jaws are opened up. So, but that little dent, I'm gonna have to get a puller or something on it. There's no way that I can get everything up in here further at the point I'm at right now. I'd have to have like a smaller little lobster claw fitting for my porta power, and I don't. But wanted to give you another angle, and there you can see how deep that corner, the actual corner of it is, but this I can get right up in behind it. What I'm thinking I'm going to do is try rolling this out a little first, and then see if that'll give me access back here to roll out this other one a little easier. If nothing else, get it close, and then I guess I can, as long as it's not totally rippled, I'll just put a little skim coat on it. Alright, after a bunch of manipulation and twisting and pounding, I've got it close. Probably close enough I could just fill it. But I'm not satisfied. The rest of what I need to get out here during the day to do. And that's just right in here. There's a little dip. You see? Just the tiniest, best I can do is see this ridge that, well, shoot, I can't see. See this ridge right here? That's from the one pry bar I was using. That can be tapped back down. I want to get this knocked out right here. And if I can get that out just a little bit more, tap that back down easy, then let me see if I can get you a good shot down the body. It looks a lot worse than it is. I still, I get about to put that. I still need to roll out the center of this crease. It's good. I mean, it's better than it was. I could use a lot less filler and get it filled in now than what it would have taken earlier. And that's the whole point, to not use as much material. I didn't think I was going to come out here and put a couple love taps on it and the whole thing be straight, not needed painted or anything else. I intended on painting it to begin with. So the fact that it'll need painting is no big deal. The ultimate goal here though was to open this back up a little bit and make it to where I didn't use as much body filler on it to get it back right. I had a body guy tell me a long time ago, when I was asking about it before, that the goal isn't to take everything and get it back 100% just by pounding it out. You can do that, but that's not the ultimate goal. You're basically just trying to make the dent happen slowly in reverse. Now, if you'll notice, if you'll notice, this lip right here is rolled out. I did that intentionally so that I could get up in there with the pry bar. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see up in there or not, but you can see the crease right there, probably about center screen right now. So it can be rolled out, but I'm going to have to be able to see what I'm doing a little better than I can right now. So the rest of it's going to have to be done in the daylight, because depending on a flashlight, you see I got a few more of those little peaks from the edge of the tools. I'm going to get all that knocked back down, and like I said, get this as close as I can. And for that to be the rest of the way right, I'm going to need to be able to see as well as feel what I'm doing, so I don't go too far with it. Because the last thing you want is to stretch the metal the other way and not be able to get it pushed back down properly, or when the sun or whatever flexes it, then it'll bow it out again and make your truck or whatever vehicle you're working on look all retarded. But that's where I'm at. I kind of wanted to show you what I'd accomplished and get you guys' opinion of it. I know it looks like crap right now, but once I get most of the rest of that back dent back there out of it, the rest should be pretty easy, because it'll all just be a matter of body filler and then stripping this thing down and getting it painted. But that's pretty much all I got for tonight. It's getting kind of late, so I'm gonna pack it in. Once I get the other piece done, gotta come up in under here. Of course, this one will be really easy. See that right there where that crease is? This right here, this shouldn't be anything. Matter of fact, I may go ahead and tap it out while it's on the ground here, because as soft as this yard is, that'd be a good cushion for it. But I'll have to roll it up on its side more, otherwise it'll be deformed too. Got a crease back here and a crease right here. I can get that fixed, but somewhere in there, oh yeah, the inside of this crease is where the tear actually is. So that's going to be kind of fun. I'll probably wind up having to weld that, because if you look at the other side here, there's not supposed to even be contact. So we're going to try and make that look like that again, or as close to it as possible. Again, it may require body filler and a little bit of extra love taps with the ball peen hammer and a body dolly, which I still need to buy. But I thank you guys for watching. Leave your comments in the bottom down there, and I'll get to them as I can. With working a full 40-hour week or better, every week. I don't have a whole lot of time in the evenings to get to them, but I'll do my best. It may take me a few days, but I'll get them all answered. I'm not changing that about things. But anyway, thank you for watching, and you guys have a great day.